Hey everybody, this is author Jeff Bowles coming at you with another Modern Classics here on Jeff Bowles Central. This entry we will be checking out the Deadpool video game, which originally came out on 360 and PS3, though we are playing the PS4 version, which is, higher fidelity, slightly improved graphics, but not that much. It's still pretty much the exact same game that you enjoyed on 360 and PS3. Before we get rolling here, do me a favor, and after you're done watching this video, give it a little bit of a likey there with a little bit of a thumbs up button, and subscribe to Jeff Bowles Central here on YouTube. We bring you multiple fun things every single week, well, every other day in fact. Most of it's gaming, but there's also some novel stuff. There's also some music that I like to do for you, so yeah, subscribe. You will not be disappointed. Tons of entertainment will come your way. Okay, Deadpool. Who doesn't love Deadpool? Who doesn't love the comics Deadpool? Who doesn't love the movie Deadpool? Well, I do. I love all of those things because I'm a Deadpool fan. I'm a Marvel Comics fan. I'm a huge Marvel Comics fan. So this was fun to check out. I never played it on the 360, never played it on the PS3, so it's fun to check out the PS4 version. But the question will remain until we answer it. Is it a modern classic? Well, I'm going to answer for you right now. No, it is not a modern classic. I think only a crazy person would tell you this game is a modern classic. That being said, though, it is fun. It is a fun game, and it is funny. In fact, that's where pretty much all of the fun comes from, is the humor. It's funny as hell. It's funny as any Deadpool comic. It's just as funny as the movie. In fact, sometimes it's funnier than Deadpool comics, because I've read a lot of Deadpool comics where they're not that funny. So, as far as actual gameplay goes, however, it's kind of boring, and it's kind of not really made that well. They kind of have done kind of similar to like a Batman Arkham game layout where you kind of stand in the middle of enemies and you can block with kind of a central, button. You attack, you've got combos, you've got guns, which of course the Bat doesn't have. The Bat, I don't use guns. That's the Bat. That's me doing the Bat. The gunplay is a lot more fun than the actual sword play using his swords, because I found that his blades are kind of weak compared to the guns. So combat, and since it's an action game, combat is pretty much the basis of the entire experience. Combat is weak, and it's glitchy, and it's funny because this is the PS4 version. It's funny, but there's a lot of frame rate dips, which you would not usually expect to find. See, this is funny. This is all funny stuff that you're looking at here. And that's the humor of the piece. Like, it's raunchy, it's violent, it's R-rated at most, even though it's an M-rated game. Same diff, right? And it's funny as hell. I swear to God, I've laughed more times on this video game than I have at any video game in quite some time. Other than the fact that the combat is kind of boring, what I did find with this game is it's really creative, and there's a lot of gameplay-related artifacts and items and button-pressing games and stuff that is not just combat. So even when you kind of get into a mode where you're burning through tons of enemies, and also the enemy variation. There's a lot of enemy variation. There's a lot of mutants. There's a lot of non-mutants. There's a lot of gun-toting guys. They're kind of different. There's a lot of differences. Lots of the, Marvel Merry Mutant variety type characters in there. Wolverine's in there. Cable's in there. Psylocke, Rogue. Who Deadpool has a thing for, the ladies. The sexy Marvel ladies. So even when you're kind of getting bored with the combat, there's always something around the corner which is just different enough that you feel, oh, okay, well, this is kind of fresh, and it's always funny, too. So, it doesn't really matter if you're bored, if you're not bored. It's at least worth a playthrough, especially if you like funny games, especially if you like Deadpool, especially if you like Marvel, and honestly, who doesn't? So, is Deadpool, the video game, a modern classic? No, it is not. No, it is not. But it's still fantastic, and you should play it. Do it for the Merc with the mouth if you're not going to do it for me. All right, play it. After you're done playing Deadpool, actually before you're done playing Deadpool, get on Amazon.com and purchase This Is My Book. Purchase this, Godling and Other Paint Stories. 6 funny ass and crazy ass and twisted stories of science fiction, fantasy, and horror. You will not regret it. 99-cent Kindle copies. There is a paperback edition as well. But look, 99 cents. It's fun. You'll love it. 6 stories. Go and buy it. Amazon.com. Godling and Other Paint Stories. Bye!